All right, we're here at the Whitney house. We're going to do some plaster repair. First thing on the list is safety. We need to take care of us, eyes, nose, ears. So basically what I do for safety is dust cap of some sort. If it warrants a full suit, tie-neck suit with booties. This one does not warrant that. Sometimes I just use dust booties. Some projects, an N95 or an N100 mask. I like the ones with the diaphragm on. It's a little bit more comfortable for breathing. My go-to everyday mask is this, just a half mask respirator with the purple filters. You can look at the number 2091 is a HEPA rated, high efficiency particulate. That's good for lead, dust, even asbestos. The key with these is they're supposed to fit properly. You're supposed to actually, OSHA requires to have a fit test. And that's basically a breathing test, a talking through the respirator to make sure that it's doing what it's supposed to do. This is only good for dust. You would need an organic compound cartridge such as this, same color, that denotes HEPA again. And this also takes care of organic vapor. So if you are heating paint to strip or melt, spray painting, that's what they would use these for. But these are a must for any kind of fumes that are given off. And as I said, heat generated. The eyewear, it's dealer's choice on them, whatever fits. Gloves, sometimes you only need a typical latex glove, something with a little bit more tooth to it if you're got material that's very abrasive. These will keep the dust and chemicals off your hands. These, as I said, abrasive. These for grip. If you've got a slippery, wet stuff that you're taking out, these are really good because it won't fall out of your hands. And then these are chemical resistant gloves, and they got a thick lining on them, so you're going to sweat. That's a must if you're working with lead dust, and you're unlikely to find that here unless you find shiny enamel paint. On the woodwork, almost always, but not on the walls, because the walls, it's plaster, it's lime and sand, and it's basically calcimine, the stuff that rubs off on your finger. It's just there it is right there. It's just calcimine. It's lime and water, so there's no lead in it. So, but it does do justice to do a lead test when the time comes, just to be sure. And that's pretty much covers personal safety. Then there's the environment around you. You have a HVAC system similar to this, and it's operational for either heat or AC. You want to cover those ducts and seal that space off so that you're not pulling dust through the system. We use these sort of fabric walls, half walls, quick walls, and they're spring loaded, so you can contain your environment, put another pole here or tape it to the wall. I actually have them, and we've admitted them today for this work. It comes across here with a zip front so that you're a totally sealed enclosure. And then if it's really raising a lot of dust, we would actually pipe in negative air, we call it, and go out a window or wherever we get a hole out of the building with a fan that draws out. The vacuums, which we don't have in the picture here, that also should have the proper filtering for the same dust. 2-stage, 3-stage, 4-stage vacuum that is rated for HEPA rating again for anything with lead. Plaster dust, as long as you got a good, even the blue drywall filters in them, that will suffice. The standard filters are good for just general construction debris, sawdust, and that kind of thing. When you get down to this fine stuff, it'll kind of start blowing through after a while. So you have to be cognizant of what you have for a filter in there. And I find with any of the shop vacs, they work immensely better with a bag. And everything goes in the bag, and that is another barrier for the dust. And the actually makes your filter last a lot longer. So that's pretty much it for the safety thing. We always cover the floor first and then put our drapes up so that everything falls to the tarp, fold it up, then we take it out and get rid of it later.